Does this ring a bell? It's 3:20 a.m., and here you are again, heading to the bathroom in the middle of the night. This isn't the first visit tonight. These repeated disruptions don't just ruin your rest. They drain your energy, sharpness, and overall pep for the coming day. Frustration builds with each stumble through the shadows, while your spouse snoozes away peacefully. And you ask yourself, why is this happening to me? Is this simply part of getting older? Plenty of folks think that, giving in to ongoing tiredness, the worry of tripping in the dark, and the thought that they'll never make it through the night without waking. But let me tell you plainly, things don't need to stay like this. You shouldn't settle for nights broken by wake-ups and days worn out from lack of sleep. I'm Dr. Harrison, a doctor with over 40 years of experience. I've spent my professional life figuring out the puzzles of the bladder and urinary tract. Countless men and women, much like you, have walked into my practice feeling lost and without hope. Yet over and over, I've seen remarkable turnarounds. Today, I'm not offering vague tips. I'm revealing a vital approach from the field of urology, a way to handle how and, especially, when you drink fluids that can help you take back your evenings. It's an idea so straightforward, so sensible, and so often missed that you'll be surprised it didn't cross your mind before. Stick around, because this insight won't only improve your sleep, it might transform your whole routine. Understanding the real extent of the problem. Before I share the answer, I need you to grasp the full size of this challenge. Did you know that as many as 70% of people over 60 get up at least once each night to use the bathroom? For lots of them, it's twice, 3 times, or even more. This condition has a specific name, Nocturia, and I want to make this plain. Though it's widespread among many folks, it's not typical or acceptable. It's not merely an innocent sign of growing older. It's like a loud alarm sounding in the dark, an urgent alert from your body, and the risks of overlooking it run much deeper than most realize. Stay with me right through, as I'll share not only the reasons it occurs, but the exact plan, the approach we guide our patients toward to end this draining pattern. I assure you, the key insight at the close might transform your evenings for good. The silent epidemic and its hidden dangers. As Dr. Harrison, with over 40 years of experience, I call Nocturia a silent epidemic for good cause. People seldom speak of it. They endure their struggles quietly, feeling ashamed or defeated. But in my office, with over 40 years as Dr. Harrison seeing patients like you, I learn the true tales. I hear from Michael, a 72-year-old grandfather who enjoyed crafting model ships inside bottles and had to quit because his shaky hands came from not sleeping well. I hear from Susan, a 68-year-old former teacher who tripped and broke her hip during one of her late-night walks to the bathroom, a mishap that took away her freedom. These aren't just stories. They show the tough truth. The issue runs much deeper than simple weariness. Let's speak directly about the hidden risks tied to these nighttime bathroom visits. The risk of falls. In the dim light, still drowsy, your sense of balance is poor. The route to the bathroom turns into a hazard zone, a loose rug, a chair in the way, and the outcome might be a serious, lasting harm. For someone older, breaking a hip can signal the beginning of a quick downward slide, the impact on your mental sharpness. Restful sleep isn't an extra, it's essential. While you sleep, your brain tidies up, strengthens recollections, and removes waste built up over the day. When your rest gets broken up evening after evening, that clearing process falls short. What follows is mental haze, difficulty focusing, weaker recall, and, in the long run, greater chances of brain disorders that worsen with time. It's not just getting older that leaves you forgetful. It's the shortage of good sleep. The burden on your heart. Each abrupt awakening floods your body with tension chemicals. Your blood pressure jumps and your pulse races. If this repeats several times through the night, you're putting steady pressure on your heart and blood vessels. Many studies connect serious nocturia to increased odds of high blood pressure and other heart problems. The emotional burden. Ongoing tiredness robs you of happiness. It leaves you grumpy, worried, and may spark feelings of sadness. It draws you apart from the things you cherish, from your loved ones, and locks you in a loop of weariness that's tough to break. You lose your sense of self. And why does this occur more with age? For a few key causes. First, your body makes less antidiuretic hormone, ADH, during the night. ADH signals your kidneys to ease up on making urine as you rest. Without enough ADH, that urine production stays busy and strong. Second, the space in your bladder might shrink. And third, a fact not many realize, the shifting of fluids. If your ankles puff up a little in the daytime, that extra liquid doesn't disappear. When you stretch out to sleep, gravity no longer keeps it pooled in your lower legs. It goes back into your blood, flows through your kidneys, and collects in your bladder, which wakes you up a few hours later. Now that you see how serious the issue is and the facts supporting it, we're set to clear up the false ideas and create the answer. Debunking the myths, the errors that make nocturia worse. As Dr. Harrison, with more than 40 years treating patients like you, I want to share this before we talk about the best approach. We must first stop the harmful habits. Many folks, meaning well, do things that actually make their nighttime bathroom trips worse. Let me break apart the 3 biggest false ideas. First myth: to skip peeing at night, I drink hardly any water all day long. This is the top error people make, and trust me, it's the one that backfires the most. It sounds reasonable, right? Less water going in means less coming out. But the body doesn't work that way. If you don't drink enough during the day, your pee gets very thick and strong. That thick pee can bother the lining of your bladder. Picture adding lemon juice to a cut. That bother can make your bladder feel jumpy, urging you to go even when it's not full. Also, when you drink later in the day, to ease your growing thirst, your body holds back and then rushes to handle that drink altogether, usually during the night. In a strange twist, skimping on water by day can mean more wake-ups to the bathroom at night. Second myth: my bladder is just too small. That's how it's always been for me. Some folks might have a bladder that holds less, but for most adults with nighttime bathroom issues, the real problem isn't the bladder's size. It's like the tank's capacity, but how quickly the kidneys keep making urine at night. As I mentioned, less ADH hormone and fluid shifting back from the legs are the true causes. You might have the largest bladder around, but if your kidneys won't stop producing urine, you'll still get up. Pointing to a small bladder is just a way to avoid fixing the main issue. And no, you don't have to accept it forever. Third myth: a glass of wine or a beer helps me unwind and get to sleep. It can't be too harmful. As Dr. Harrison, with more than 40 years helping patients, I find this belief particularly dangerous. Alcohol may leave you feeling sleepy right away, but in truth, it ruins the quality of your sleep, especially by leading to more trips to the bathroom. Alcohol acts as a strong substance that increases urine production. Even more troubling, it greatly reduces the body's output of that important antidiuretic hormone known as ADH. When you have alcohol before bedtime, you set up a bad situation. First, you add fluid to your system, and second, you disable the natural control that keeps your body from making urine during the night. This makes for an ideal setup for nocturia. On top of that, alcohol interrupts deep sleep and frequently wakes you during the later part of the night, just as your bladder starts feeling full. Steering clear of alcohol, particularly in the evening hours before bed, ranks as one of the best steps you can take. With this knowledge of what to avoid, you have made a big advance. You've prepared the basics. Are you set for the plan that truly helps? The Smart Hydration Plan, the ASIM approach. This is the main part of our talk. It's the approach that has helped many patients get their restful nights back. Forget about just drinking less. The better idea is to drink in a wiser way. The ASIM approach is a 5-part plan that's simple to recall. ASIM stands for Adjust, Soften, Stop, Integrate, Manage. I'll walk you through it one part at a time. Then, as Dr. Harrison with over 40 years of experience, I'll share 2 more tips for a surefire routine. First step. A. Adjust your hydration. Drink more in the morning. The main idea is to take in most of your fluids during the early part of the day. The key guideline I share with my patients is this. Aim to drink 75% of your daily fluids before 4 p.m. How can you make this happen? Right after you wake, begin with 1 or 2 full glasses of water to get your body going. During the morning, keep a bottle of water close by and sip from it regularly. Don't hold off until you feel thirsty. Thirst already means you're a bit dry inside. With your lunch, add another glass of water. This way, you let your kidneys handle the fluids all day long while you're up and moving. You're helping your body do its job. By 4 p.m., you'll be well hydrated. Now, we can begin getting ready for bedtime. Second step. S. Soften the transition. Land gently. Starting at 4 p.m., don't stop drinking water all at once. We move into the easing off period. From then until your evening meal, cut back the amount. Perhaps just half a glass if you feel the need. Your evening meal matters a lot. Try to finish eating at least 3 hours before you sleep. During that meal, drink only what you need to get the food down. A couple of small sips are okay, but not a full glass. This slow decrease signals to your body that it's time to ease up on making urine. Third step. S. Stop in time. The sacred zone. This is the firmest and maybe the most vital part. Set up a special no-drink period of 2 hours before bedtime where you take in no fluids at all. If bedtime is 10 p.m., your final sip comes at 8 p.m. No allowances. This 2-hour gap gives your kidneys the chance to finish their last cleanup and move any remaining urine to your bladder before you drift off. If you drink during that time, your kidneys will likely keep working hard right as you lie down. That sets the stage for a wake-up call to the bathroom around 1 or 2 a.m. If your mouth feels dry, just rinse it without gulping, or have a very small sip. But skip the full glass. This guideline is essential. That's the main ASIM approach. But now, let me share 2 additional steps that make this approach even better. Fourth step. I stands for Integrate Electrolytes, to improve absorption. This is a simple tip to help your body make better use of the water you drink. Staying hydrated means more than just sipping water. It means helping that water reach the cells in your body. Electrolytes play a key role in this. The concept is straightforward. In your first glass of water each morning, add just a small pinch of unrefined sea salt and a bit of lemon juice. The salt gives you sodium, which aids in pulling water into your cells, and the lemon provides potassium. This simple change can improve your morning hydration, helping you feel less thirsty later in the day. Fifth step. M stands for Manage Your Dinner, to control the things that cause problems. What you choose for your evening meal matters just as much as what you drink. For your last meal of the day, Stay away from spicy or acidic foods, which can bother your bladder, too much sugar, or easy-to-digest carbohydrates, which may lead to more urine. Foods with a lot of water, such as soups, watermelon, or cucumbers. Save those for earlier in the day. Chocolate and caffeine, which can stimulate your bladder. And naturally, skip coffee, tea, or sodas. Instead, pick a dinner with plenty of protein and cooked vegetables. This helps keep your blood sugar steady and avoids putting extra strain on your body. There you have it. The full ASIM method. It's not some kind of spell. It's practical science in action. Supporting techniques, ways to enhance the benefits. If the ASIM method is like the engine of a car, these techniques are like the strong tires that improve performance. They are the extra strategies that help you get the most out of it. First support technique, double voiding. To make sure your bladder is fully empty. Have you ever used the bathroom just before bedtime, only to feel the need again after about 20 minutes? That's often because your bladder wasn't completely emptied the first time. The double voiding method is easy and very helpful. Right before bed, use the bathroom. With over 40 years of experience, Dr. Harrison recommends the following simple steps to help with complete bladder emptying. Take a seat on the toilet. That's right, men. This applies to you as well. Sitting eases the pelvic floor muscles and helps achieve fuller emptying. Once you finish, stay seated. Pause for about 30 to 60 seconds. Take it easy and relax. Then, bend forward just a little and try passing urine once more. You may be amazed at how often a bit extra flows out. That small extra amount could make all the difference between resting soundly all night and stirring awake at 3 a.m. Turn this into your regular routine. Second support technique. The gravity elevator, managing fluids. Recall the fluid flowing back from your legs? We can stay one step ahead of that. The answer lies in the gravity elevator. About 1 or 2 hours before bedtime, as you read a book or watch television, raise your legs higher than your heart. Rest them on cushions, the sofa arm, or even in your bed. This works with gravity to help, drawing that fluid back into your bloodstream before you settle down for the night. Your kidneys can then handle it, and you can release it through double voiding. You're actively draining your legs ahead of time, so the fluid doesn't shift to your bladder as you rest. Slipping on compression stockings during the daytime also keeps fluid from gathering up. Third support technique, salt shaker control. We added a dash of salt in the morning, but excess salt across your daily meals spells trouble for Nocturia. When you take in too much salt, your body holds water to thin it down. This leaves you feeling more thirsty, so you sip extra drinks. On top of that, your kidneys must labor twice as hard to clear out the salt, and they pull in water to do so, creating more urine. Watch out for packaged items, sliced meats from the deli, and store-bought dinners. Making meals yourself at home puts you in charge. Lowering salt aids not only your bladder, but your blood pressure as well. Your path to reclaiming your nights. We've exposed Nocturia for the real issue it is. Not a simple irritation, but a thief of your restful evenings. We've cleared away the false beliefs that trapped you. And as Dr. Harrison, with over 40 years of experience, I've handed you the tools, the ASIM method, and these helpful steps to seize back control. I recall my patient, Michael, the model shipbuilder. After only 2 weeks on this plan, he reached out to me. His voice sounded firmer. "Dr. Harrison," he said, "last night I slept 7 hours without waking. 7 hours. I had forgotten what that felt like. This morning my hands were steady. I'm back in my workshop. It's not just more sleep. I feel alive once more." That kind of change can happen for you, beginning tonight. Getting your sleep back is a choice, the choice to put into practice what you have learned. Your plan of action. Adjust your hydration, taking in most of it before 4 p.m. Soften and stop, cutting back in the afternoon and honoring the 2-hour special time with no liquids before bed. Help your body with double voiding, leg elevation, and salt control. You now have the know-how. You have the means. The ability to improve your sleep is yours to command. Thank you for your attention and confidence. Now go ahead and get ready for the finest night's rest you've enjoyed in years. You have earned it.